What's going on, y'all? We're going to get started in a second. I'm going to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and hop on these charts. All right, so we've got 2 days left for the week until the New Year's. Well, New Year's is on the 1st, obviously, on Sunday, but we've got 2 days left. Going to try to end it on a great note this year. It's been a great month so far. I'm going to tally up this weekend how we did this month. But yeah, it's been a great week so far. We're 6-0 currently. Obviously, market closed on Monday. We took 3 trades yesterday and 3 trades on Tuesday. Missed a few opportunities yesterday, but that's literally every day. There's literally a bunch of different pairs and combinations. There's opportunities everywhere. But let's go ahead and jump in on these charts. Let me see here. I like how SPX is looking, but I'm going to wait until it breaks back down. I'm going to look for a sell on that one. So we're just going to wait to see if price can break down past this wall, and if price can, then we're going to look for a sell. That's what I mainly want to look for. But looking on the bigger time frames, if we zoom out, let me see. It could do a slight retracement, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does that. But I'm still going to wait for a sell. But we are on a strong support resistance level, as we can see right here. We can see how price is treating this as a resistance here. Well, I messed that up. Let me zoom out. We can see how price is treating this as a resistance here. And then also right here, it's getting treated as a support multiple times. We see getting treated as support right there. Then we also see price, same level of price, getting treated as a resistance here. Then also level support here. We see the rejection, which is here. And that's currently where price is at. So it already broke underneath it, but it's retesting it currently. So we're just going to patiently wait for price to come back down. And then we're going to look for a sell setup on that. Same thing with the other pairs, but they actually kind of started their move already. So we're just going to let those do their thing. Gold is kind of not really in a good position. We took a nice sell on this yesterday's live. Let me get rid of some of this. This was from one of the one-on-one sessions I had yesterday. So let me get rid of all this stuff right here. Yeah, so we're going to leave gold alone. So we're about to go through some of these pairs because London session is about to start in a second. Euro USD is looking nice. JPY pairs we're going to leave alone. Or at least EJ. Let's see here. Yeah, so a lot of these pairs kind of started their moves already. London is just starting. So we got a nice sell on Euro AD and Euro New Zealand yesterday. Price did a nice breakdown on this. Missed a good position here. It literally tapped the 4-hour level. You can see it literally tapped that 4-hour level and pushed back up. So we could possibly look for a sell setup here because looking on the bigger time frames, price still is very bearish for GN. It's been kind of choppy, but it has been making new lows. So I do want to look for a sell setup here. I want to see if it will retest the daily level again. It looks like it might try, but I do like this setup right here. So we could possibly look for a sell here. But we're jumping anything, yeah, we're still going to be patiently waiting to see how price reacts. But I do like how that's looking. So we're going to keep an eye on GN. Let's see what else. GBPAUD as well, because we missed the opportunity. Well, we missed the entry for the GA sell yesterday. We've gotten to the EA sell. Literally hit the daily level, as we can see right here, then push back up. So this is a nice retracement. Was a nice bullish move right here. Retest these levels. Once it hit this level, we can see price drop down. And now we see some lows being made. So I want to look for possible another sell setup right here. So that's what we're going to be looking for right here. I'd like to see price push up a little more, possibly retest the 4-hour level. It looks like it's pushing up as we speak, so we're going to see if it can do that. Yeah, so the GBP pairs are pushing right now. So we're going to let it do its thing. Yeah, so all the pairs are pushing right now. So we're going to let that do its thing. Yeah, so I already looked at a bunch of these pairs before I started the live stream. But as we can see, a lot of them are already in the middle of the moves from yesterday or last night. Just going to be trying to find pairs that are at good key entries or close to them. And we're going to patiently wait for them to meet our confirmations and hit our levels, and then we're going to execute. So I want to look for New Zealand USD sell. So we're going to wait to see if price can break this level here. Did a nice retest. So I want to see it break underneath this level. And if it can do so, then we might hop into a sell on that. So we're going to be looking at GN. We're going to be looking at NU. Let's see what else we're going to be jumping in possibly. Yeah, this is a little too far. Like this was an hour. This happened like an hour ago. So we're going to leave that alone. That would have been a nice entry there because the JPY pairs are dropping. They did a nice push up the past couple to try to fill some of those imbalances. Still has a little bit more to go, so it could possibly continue to try to push up. But for now, we're just going to let them do their things. Same thing with New Zealand CAD. I want to look for a sell setup, but the USD and Canadian pairs have done a little retracement yesterday, as we can see. But that's fine because this is looking like it's going to be possibly a new low. As we see, price was very bullish for a few weeks and months, but once it hit this level, we see that no highs have been made, no highs have been made, and new lows have been made. So this is a new low, lower high. So I want to see price drop down and then look for a sell, possibly break this level and continue to push down. That's what I want to see at least. So it's either going to come to this level, then retrace back up and drop, or I want to see price just break down like this. But first, before we even jump into that, we got to see if price is ready to do that. So that's why we're just going to be patiently waiting for price to break that level. And then if price can break that level, then we're going to jump in on it. So we're going to be looking at NU, GN, New Zealand CAD. Let's go back to GN. So that's still pushing. I thought there's a few other pairs I had marked off. There was. All right, let's pull this up. So this thing already started ripping. I was waiting to see if this was going to retest that daily level, but it retested the entry and already started to drop down. So I'm not going to jump in on this. I'm going to see if we'll retrace some, but I was looking at the sell setup for this. It was already kind of starting its move. So we're going to see how it reacts to this level it's about to hit. Well, it's trying about to break. So we're going to see how it reacts to this level here. And I'll determine if I want to jump in or not. Because I could do what I did yesterday. With what was I think it was like EA or EN. But we're going to see what price decides to do. Because I would like to get into it, of course, as close to the daily levels or the 4-hour levels as possible. So we're going to see how this candlestick closes. A new 5-minute did just start. 80 CAD would have been a nice sell setup here, but the move already started. So we're just going to wait to see how it reacts to this daily level here, then go from there. I think that's literally it for pairs, at least right now, that are a good entry position. So we're just going to be keeping an eye on those, and then we're going to go from there. I don't think USD CHS had a good setup. Let's see. Green with their eye on for right now. At least this stream so far. Oil, yeah, we're going to leave oil alone. Yeah, so we're just going to patiently wait to see what these other pairs decide to do. I want to look for a sell setup for this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it retraces a little bit. But we're going to wait for the next sell setup. And yeah, the euro pairs are pumping up as well. Yeah, so we're going to wait for the next 15. I'm just going through all these pairs. But yeah, the euro and GBP pairs are pumping up right now. So we're going to let those do their thing. Those are just shooting up. So we'll see what the next 15 looks like. And New Zealand USD is pushing up as well. Yeah, we're going to see how it reacts to this level here. Because yesterday it hit that level and rejected and closed underneath. So we're going to see how it reacts to this level these next couple of candlesticks. But so far, it looks like everything on this candlesticks retracing up. Well, I'm going to say everything, but the main things we're looking at. Okay, AJ's dropping, so we might be able to enter AJ here off this 4-hour level. We're going to see if we can break this level here. Go see last 15-minute candlestick get tapped it and rejected it. So we're going to see if it can break through that level. And if it can, we'll possibly look for a sell on this as well. So anyone joining this trade, I haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. And I'm just waiting for my confirmations right now. New 5-minute did just start. Yeah, so we're going to see how this do. But we literally see in real time how it's reacting to this level right here. You see it tapped it and it's struggling to break through that level. I was about to start explaining this stuff. I explained it before on streams, but the members and students, y'all understand what's going on. Well, yeah, we're just going to be patiently waiting. So I'm going to pull some up on my other monitor. And yeah, it looks like we're just going to be chilling for right now. So I got my trade idea. So now I'm just going to be patiently waiting for the confirmation candlesticks to see if price is going to do what I want to see it do. And if not, I'm going to see where it's going. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, we're just going to be chilling right now, waiting. So I'm going to pull up some other charts on my other screen. do this. Put 80 New Zealand on this screen. Yeah, so 80 New Zealand is retracing up a little bit, which is good for us. So we're going to see how the next 15 looks like. We got about 4 minutes, 3 minutes left. And if price is still trying to drop down, we might jump in on it. But I want to get as close of an entry to at least this orange line or the daily level as possible. We literally see how price is treating this level as it was treating this level as support, broke underneath, started treating it as resistance, then it retested, boom. That's why I wanted to trade off this level. So we're going to see if we can stay underneath this level, and if so, we're going to jump in for a possible sell. It's reacting off this wall right here. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to let these do their thing. So I'm going to keep this on my other screen. See what NU's up to. So I was respecting that daily level still so far. But we're going to see what it decides to do. Mark that off right there. I'm going to mark that off right there. They're just still reattempting. It's probably not going to break it. We'll see what the next 15 decides to do. But it is trying to push down, so that's a good sign. But we'll see what the next 15 tries to do. Yeah, so this is going to be the handful of trades we're going to be looking at for now. Of course, that can change going into New York. So while that's doing its things, let's go ahead and go over, see if there's any news today. I don't think there's any news today. No, so there's nothing going on today or tomorrow. So it's going to be a pretty clean rest of the week. Then, of course, well, New Year's is on Sunday, so it doesn't really matter. Monday, I may or may not trade. A lot of my pairs have bank holidays on Monday. So I'm definitely not going to be live streaming on Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday. But Monday may or may not enter trades. It'll kind of be like how Tuesday was this week. If I do enter anything, I will post them. But I'm not going to be streaming. I might just be on the charts just because. But I'll be back streaming on Tuesday. I'll stream tomorrow, of course, too. There's not really any much news going on. We do have an orange folder unemployment claims at 8:30. So that might affect the USD pairs a little bit. And then on Friday, same thing. Got a Chicago PMI, but it's an orange folder at 9:45, and that's literally it. So AN is retracing up right now. I see it on my other screen. So let me put it up on this screen so you see what I'm talking about. And this is why you just want to patiently wait for the 15 or the next candlestick. I preferably like to wait till the next 15. I know everybody does things differently. I preferably like to wait for the next 15, but this is why you want to do that. So now we will be able to get a better entry if price wants to continue to try to drop down, that is. So we're going to see if price decides to off this next candlestick. So AJ closed. That candlestick closed right on here. So we're going to see if it's going to break this level. AN is pushing up as well. Let me see what these other pairs. All right, so it's about to attempt to break this level. So we can break this level and show wants to keep pushing down. We might jump in on this. Let me see what New Zealand. Yes, we might be jumping in on New Zealand CAD. And I like how New Zealand USD is looking as well. I like how AN is looking too, but it's retracing currently, which is fine. AJ looks like it's about to drop. So I'm about to write these up because I do like how these are looking right here. So we might be jumping into some things soon. So if it's your first time on the stream, make sure to hit that first link in the description. Make sure to join the free Telegram, free Signal room. I post trades in there daily. Some of these trades from the live stream. But of course, not everybody can be in the live streams. And I don't just enter trades during London. I enter trades during New York as well if I see the opportunities. So make sure to hop in there. This is how we did yesterday. We caught, what we catch? We caught 1,184 pips. Only took 3 trades. We entered all these trades in yesterday's live stream, actually. So all these trades we entered live. So we're 6-0 for the week so far. We went 3-0 yesterday. Pretty sure that there was a few other moves we could have got in on, but I missed a few, and then a couple other ones I just decided to stay out of. But let me go ahead and post this disclaimer. So make sure to read the disclaimer. It's the same disclaimer I post every day, but it's important. It explains how the TPs work and a little bit of how my strategy works. But yeah, I'm about to write these up. So if I'm quiet, that's what I'm doing. I'm about to write some of these plays up because I like how some of these are looking. So it looks like it's about to try to break it. So SL, I'm not going to do nothing too crazy. I'll probably just put it right here, to be honest. So from where it's currently at, it's going to be about like a 30, 40 pip stop loss. Let me do the math so I'm not just saying stuff. So from where it's currently at, so the stop loss is going to be 90.25. Yeah, we can go with 90.25. It's at 89.91. Let's just say 89.90. So it's about to be a 35, 40 pip-ish stop loss. So nothing too crazy. So SL is going to be 90.25. So let's round that up a little bit. Bam. And then AD New Zealand just did a retest. It's looking like it's trying to drop. So I do like that. It retested this level here. So I might jump in on this 606.95. So this is going to be about a 50 pip stop loss. I do like how this is looking though. So I'm going to see what the next 5 minutes looks like, but this is looking like a nice setup. So I might write this up as well. So SL for this, I'm looking at 06.95. I like how this is looking right here. New 5 minutes about to start, so we're going to see how that looks. So I'm going to have AN on my other screen. I'm going to be looking at this other stuff. So that's still struggling to break that level. Same thing with NU. Literally tapped it again and retraced. But I'm still going to keep an eye on these, of course. So I will still write these up just in case I do decide to jump in on them. SPX looks like it's about to try to break this level. If it can break this level, we will jump in on a sell. Missed the sell opportunity on this yesterday. Literally, it's crazy. It's like they play games on. As soon as I decided to get off the charts looking for entries, it literally started this move. And I was in a one-on-one session with one of my students and members, and we was going over some stuff. And I just saw my markup, and that thing literally tanked and hit. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And I was talking to one of my other members about it. And they're talking about, yeah, I was just watching. He just casually was like, yeah, I just watched the indices tank. And I was like, oh, shit. But, that happens sometimes. The markets aren't going to sit there and wait for you. They ain't going to pull out a chair and wait for you to jump in when they decide to move. We're looking at. So it's AN is still chilling at that level right now. We want to see if it can break it. It looks like it's trying to break it, though. So, yeah, we're going to be looking at these pairs right here. So, yeah, it's kind of chilling right here underneath this level. It can possibly break it. This is a good sign. It was trying to break down. So, it is a good sign. And then just looking at the bigger time frames, we can see that it's underneath the strong support resistance level. We can see that clearly even off the 4-hour time frame. We can see here, price treating this level as resistance. We also see here, price treating the same level. If I can, do my shit correctly. We see price treat as support level here. Then we see price multiple times rejected, treating as a resistance. Then we also see price treating as a resistance here. And then we literally see price retested this on the last 4 hour. So yeah, I can't see price try to drop. But it could also be a potential scalp setup and possibly just go to the 4 hour level. Because looking on the bigger time frames, we obviously see the downtrend, right? But I want to pay attention to right here. Price did a retest, hit this level, broke this 4 hour level as we can see here, then shot up, hit this 4 hour level. So this could be a possible retest, and price could be potentially starting the uptrend. We could possibly be seeing that. But as of now, price is looking like this might try to fill up this imbalance a little bit before it decides to continue the uptrend. That very much so can happen. So we're just going to be waiting to see what price is going to try to do. Because it did do a nice drop. All the New Zealand pairs did do a nice drop yesterday, as we can see right here. So while we're doing that, let me make sure I'm not missing nothing. Yeah, so New Zealand pairs are all pumping up right now. As we see here, we literally hit this, retraced, redropped, and now it's exploding up. And the same thing with, I think the same thing's going on with GN. Let me see. Yeah, GN's still pumping up. So we're going to see how price reacts to this wall here. And then we'll go from there. But GN has a bigger level of traffic it would have to try to break. That's the only difference with GN. But the other pairs can potentially continue to pump up. So we'll see. Because it was showing signs out of this downtrend of making new highs and stuff. So it could continue to pump up. And it's a little too far for entry, honestly. So we're going to leave it alone. Excuse me. But we see the downtrend was here. If I zoom out, we see the downtrend was here. Then we see at the price at this level, made a little, what y'all call these? I don't even know what y'all call these. Double toss, whatever. But you see it reacted and retested this level twice and rejected. It was respected as support. And then it started making a little uptrend. Then we see price hit here. Nice rejection wick, bringing price up. So we could possibly be seeing price try to make a new high either today or going on today and tomorrow. So we could possibly see that. It's right on the 4 hour level. So we could possibly look for entry off the 4 hour level. And price decides to keep pumping up, that is. So new 5-minute is about to start. So we're going to see how it reacts to this level here. Then possibly could go for a scalp on this right here. So we'll see. But AN is pushing back up. So we're going to let that do its thing for now. AN is pushing right back up to that wall. AJ, we're still going to leave that be for now. And U looks like it's about to break that level. So it might get started on these two. SPX. Yeah, so we're going to be patiently waiting on these. But yeah, we might be jumping on these the next 15 if price can keep trying to do its thing. We're still going to keep an eye on AN and AJ though. But these are the main pairs I'm going to be looking at for now. Then we see GN had a nice rejection wick once it hit that 4 hour as well, just like Euro New Zealand. So it's just similarities with the correlating pairs. So let me write these up right here, just in case we do enter these. Yeah, so this might still take a little time. It's still reacting to these walls here. I could mark off this wall, honestly. I kind of want to mark off this one. Kind of want to mark off this one. Yeah, so the AED pairs are pumping back up. So we're going to let that do their things for now. The New Zealand CAD and New Zealand USD are looking like we might possibly be entering these levels. So we're going to wait to see what the next 15 does. Then we're going to go from there. So Euro pairs are pumping right now. Yes, all the Euro pairs are pumping right now. Euro CAD just at the daily level. So let's pull up the daily and see what this is up to. So this is looking a little bit different. I can still see the downtrend potentially beginning, but we're going to have to wait for that confirmation for price to break this wall right here. We can see this is a clear wall right here, even on the daily level. We see if we zoom out even further, that price, just like most of the USD and Canadian pairs, were bullish for most of this quarter. Like since August, price has just been pumping up, and it really started in November. Like I said, this quarter, you can clearly see highs being made, but you also see when price hit this level here, the strong support resistance level, price, you can just see the wicks and you see price reject. So we're going to see if price is going to break this level and try to make a new high, or if the downtrend is about to begin. That's the two things we're going to be looking for. Now, the other USD and Canadian currency pairs are looking like the downtrend is beginning, as you can see with New Zealand CAD, and we can see with I believe AED CAD as well. This looks a little bit different from the Euro CAD, but kind of similar at the same time. But this one is very clear compared to the other one that the downtrend could potentially begin. All right, new 15, price is about to go for around 3. It's respecting that 4-hour level, which is important. AED New Zealand came all the way back to this wall here, which would be the ideal entry. Again, I want to wait for it to possibly retest that daily level, but right here is also a good spot if it does decide to, reject that level. 80 CAD on the daily, same thing. You can see that the downtrend is potentially about to begin. Was very bullish. You can see November, this quarter. Then when it hit this level here, just like New Zealand CAD and Euro CAD, that's when the new highs failed to continue. You see the retest. A little bit choppy here. It's got a strong wall underneath this daily level. But if it can break that wall, we're going to see if it can break that wall once it hits it and see if the downtrend will continue. So let's go to, so it just broke underneath. So I do like how it just broke underneath. It probably did the same thing with NU. Yeah, so it did break underneath. We're not going to jump in yet. We're going to wait to see how it reacts, because as we can see the last couple times, and as we can see in real time how it's reacting, to being underneath this level, but the last couple times price hit this level, rejected, came back up. That's when the retest happened. So it is a higher chance for it to break it. We see a nice retest. But I just want to wait a couple minutes to see how it's going to react. But we might be jumping in on these momentarily. So let me pull up the other pair on my other screen. So I make sure I'm not missing anything. So this is New Zealand. So let me pull up New Zealand CAD. Yeah, but I like how these are looking. So we might be entering these soon. Let me see what SPX is up to. Yep. So just going to be patient waiting for these. But I do like how these are looking. So we're going to see how this first 5-minute candlestick does. Then we're going to go from there. Let's go back to Euro New Zealand out of curiosity. So it did break that level. This is more of a scalp setup, but we can still catch a decent amount of pips here, if we're being honest. So I might go for this scalp setup, not gonna lie. I do kind of like how this is looking. So stop loss for this, I'm looking at 6.7, we can say 95, 6.848, 6.850, 6.850. And I said stop loss would be 6.795. This is about a 55 pip stop loss. You can see price hitting this level at least. But let's go back to these pairs right here. Yes, this is why we're waiting. We want to see price treat this level as resistance and show wants to continue to try to push down. And it is showing it's trying to do that. But again, I don't like to really guess. I like to wait for confirmation. I like to wait for price to show me it's ready to do that. And it's showing me a few signs, but there's just a couple more confirmations I want to wait for. So that's what we're about to do. But yeah, this looks like it's looking like a possible scalp setup, not gonna lie. Yeah, so it's retesting the level now. So we're gonna see what the next 5-minute looks like. We're gonna go from there. Same thing here on New Zealand. Do like how this is looking though. Yeah, because Euro New Zealand, this could just a lower high, especially that rejection wick. It's showing that rejection was a huge sign that I might be trying to push up some more. Well, this is a little bit of a higher risk entry. Main reason is because it's on the 4-hour level, but it's still looking like a clear setup. But we're still going to patiently wait to see if it wants to do it. Because right now, just like the other pairs, they're retesting these levels. So we're waiting to see if it's going to respect or reject these levels. And then we're going to jump in on these if we like what we see here. So far, it's respecting it. Yeah, so those are just joining. We have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas and setups. We're just patiently waiting for the confirmations. But I am looking at SPX for possible sell setup, waiting to see if it can break this wall here. Also looking at a possible Euro New Zealand buy scalp setup here. Then I'm also looking for a possible New Zealand USD and New Zealand CAD sell setup. Then I'm watching AJ as well. But I'm liking how these are looking right here. Yes, I just rejected that. Yeah, so we're just going to patiently wait on these. Let me write this up too. So I do like how this is looking. So I got AD New Zealand, I got AD GBPJPY. So let me get this one down. This is going to be about like a 40, 45, 50 pip stop loss. So we say 63.50. We could say 63.55. We'll just say 63.50. Yeah, so we might be jumping on this soon. Depending on how this looks, this next 5 minutes, we might jump on it before the next 15. But I do like how these are looking. This one, SL is going to be, let's say 86.30. So this one's going to be about a 40 pip stop loss. So not too bad either. Yeah, so we're just going to be patiently waiting on these right here. They are looking nice though. So depending on what this next 5 minute looks like, we might be waiting for the next 15 to enter this. But I do like how these are looking right here. SPX is still struggling to break that wall, which is fine. Euro New Zealand. So yeah, we're going to be waiting for these next 5. Well, the next 5 did just start. So we're going to be waiting for the next 15. So let's just scan these other pairs real quick and see if anything has changed. Okay. Just right back at that level there. Asia is pushing back up. These are the only pairs we're going to be looking at. Everything else isn't looking attractive at the moment. Everything else is already in the middle of a move. Well, I just don't like where they're at. So we're just going to look at those 4 pairs right there. So that's rejecting off. Yeah, so compared to Tuesday and yesterday, definitely a slower start to today, but that happens. This happens all the time, every week. Might be a different day, but it's always at least 1 or 2 days on average during the week where it's a little bit of a slow start. Because volume can't be pumping every time at the same, in London session. Because again, especially the strategy we use, there's going to be some days where it's going to be in the middle of the move from the day before and things like that. And that just happens to be today. So we're just patiently waiting for these setups. And then once our confirmations are met, we're just going to jump in on them. You never want to feel like there's a certain time limit to enter a trade, or like you should be entering trading now, things like that. You never want to rush entering a trade, especially when you put your money in the markets. So we're just going to be chilling, waiting for now. So that's still doing that. Yeah, but I do like how these are looking. So there's a high chance we're going to jump in on this next candlestick. Those that are in here though, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, because we don't just live trade every day during London session, but also post videos weekly. I just posted a video yesterday. I'm going to post another video this week. I've just been busy with a lot of stuff, really. Have had a lot of one-on-one sessions lately. And then also I'm working on the course that's going to be dropping next year. It's going to be very detailed. I'm going to be talking about my strategy in depth, from like the basics to everything, how to properly read the charts, how to properly read candlesticks, how to do these markups, how to identify the trend, how to enter trades. I'm also going to be going over how to set buy and sell limits. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be in it. So be on the lookout for that. Some of the members know some of the details of it, so I've been posting a few things in the advanced play signal room, but full details will be coming out soon. But yeah, I just been recording a lot for that stuff. I still got a lot more to record for it and to edit, but that's what I've mainly been working on. But make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the bottom at playmaker_way. I post content daily. They keep banning and shadow banning my TikTok, so I can't post on that again. But I feel like every week I'm telling y'all they keep stopping me from posting. Like as soon as they let me post again, the next day, like literally I'm banned. Because how it works is if they'll take down one of my posts, even if I appeal it and they accept the appeal, like, oh, I made a mistake, that's, they'll put the post back up. But the appeal or the violation, that even though they took it down and redid my post and let my post be public again, it still doesn't get off my record. So I'm still getting like violations and flags, even though after I appeal them, they put my post back up. So it's like I messaged them to be like, hey, like you got all these things still on my profile, but after I appealed it, you put my post back up. I was like, oh yeah, you're right, my mistake. So I don't know if they're gonna respond back to me, but I do have a backup TikTok. What's my backup TikTok called? Let me pull it up real quick. But I post daily content and tips on both TikTok and Instagram, so make sure to follow me on those. But yeah, we're about to enter these because I do like how these are looking right here. So yeah, we're about to jump in on these. Let me pull up my other screen, see what's going down. Yeah, so we're about to jump in on these. What's this New Zealand CAD? Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. And then Euro New Zealand is looking like it might try to break that as well. Yeah, but I like how these are looking, so we're about to enter these. All right, so I posted New Zealand Cat in the Telegram. About to post this as well. I'm just debating if I want to have New Zealand USD be a members only play or not. That's the only thing. But I'm in both of these right now. So I'm about to post the TPs for both of these, but they are dropping. I'm in both of these currently. I like how your New Zealand is looking as well, I'm not going to lie. So we might jump in on this as well. Yeah, so we're jumping on these. I'm going to post the TPs in a second. So SL for EN is going to be, what you call it, 6795. So I'm going to post the TPs for all this stuff. But yeah, these are pumping right now. So we're going to put the TPs in. And while I'm doing this, they might be hitting some TPs. So bear with me. But yeah, we're about to jump in on this right now. So if I'm quiet, that's because I'm typing this stuff up. I do all this stuff live, y'all. So the first TP for EN is 6850. I think we're about to hit that. But yeah, we're about to see if we can make some money. So we got 6875. 75. $85. Yeah, I think we just hit it. Yeah, we just hit TP1 on this one. TP1 on this one right here. So TP1 just got hit, so y'all should be blue on EN. About to check the other pairs in a second. I'm about to type the TPs for the other pairs. So give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, so we're making some money right now. Y'all should be blue on every trade right now. Like I said, make sure to read the disclaimer. Not every TP is guaranteed to get hit. But we hit TP1. I think we hit TP1 on New Zealand cattle. We're off by like a pip, 1 to 2. I'm gonna check it in a second. Check my broker in a second. to the first TPs. Excuse me, A585 for New Zealand CAD. I think we hit TP2 for EN. We're about to see. We might have hit TP1 for this. Let me pull up my broker. Give me 1 second, y'all. If I can find the do y'all ever be scrolling? And I could have sworn my stuff was alphabetical order, but you ever be scrolling through your pairs and you just keep scrolling past what you're looking for? That's me currently in real life. Like, I can't find New Zealand CAD on my screen to save my life. Here we are. All right, so TP1 just got hit for New Zealand CAD. I think with TP2 got hit for Euro New Zealand. We're about to check that out in a second. And then the members, and then you're on the stream. I'm going to go over New Zealand USD in a second as well. Give me 1 moment. And we're going to check SPX too, because if these are dumping, SPX might be reaching the wall we want to see it reach as well. So I'm about to pull that up in a second too. Give me 1 second though. Yeah, we hit TP2 on Euro New Zealand as well. So TP2 got hit. And like I said, when price hits these levels, either gonna respect or reject it. We just hit, yeah, so the next TP is going to be that right there. Now let's go over, let me look at SPX real quick. No, so SPX is doing its own thing, which is fine. So let's go to New Zealand USD. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all, because y'all should be blue on every single trade. I just called out 3 trades at the same exact time. Hit that like button. And we hit TP1 for New Zealand USD. TP1 was 63.10. That got hit. I'm going to send a notification to the members in a second, but you're all on the live stream. This is just one of the perks of being a live stream. Sometimes you'll get some of the members only plays as well, but we did hit TP1, just to let y'all know. So we got this wall right here. So we got this wall. So things are going to get a little sticky right here. It's a lot of traffic right here. A lot of traffic right there. So TP1 did get hit for this. And then, like I said, when the TP gets hit, it's either going to respect or break. It's either going to reject or break through. That's what we really see here. TP1 got hit. We see price rejecting. We also see that with Euro New Zealand. TP2 got hit, and we see price rejected off that level. All right. So that's why I posted a disclaimer, because I do not want anybody confused or shocked, you know, when their screen's blue and it retraces a little bit. But that happens anyways. That happens with the strategy specifically. And of course, you know, I'm not the only one taking these trades. So I want to make sure that if you're taking these trades, you're doing things appropriately, like risking properly, and also making sure you secure your profits. AJ just broke this level as well. So we might be entering this on the next 15-minute candlestick also. I do like how AJ just did that. So we might be entering this on the next candlestick. did a nice retest, as you can see right here. Did a retest of this 4-hour level, and it's dropping. It's doing a nice rip. So I do like how that's looking right there. Well, I see the comments, y'all. Let me get to them. You have a new coming at 4 for euro. Yeah, I don't really care about the yellow folder news, to be honest with you. I only really worry about and acknowledge the red folder and the orange folder news. Because if you think about it, there's news going on all the time. There's news going on all the time while we're trading. I don't really care about this stuff. This stuff may or may not affect the markets. But to be honest with the strategy, there's been plenty of times I've called trades before news, and the news just ended up just pumping it in the direction. Now, that doesn't happen 100% of the time, but there's been plenty of times where that's happened. There's also been times where enter the trade for red folder, we're in profit. And then when the red folder news comes on, the spikes and the fluctuation can affect the markets. But I only really care about orange folder news. But like I said, this is a scalp setup. Keep on your charts. It may or may not retest the pump up more. But as we see after it hit this wall here, and again, if you just know how to look at the charts, you can see why it did what it did. You see this TP line, you see this strong support resistance level on the smaller time frame. You see this rejection wick here. You also see when price hit this level, it treated like a support level here before it broke through. So it just makes sense that we see a rejection wick or price reacting to the same level here. But it did shoot up 10 pips in like less than 10 minutes, which isn't bad. Like I mentioned before, this was a scalp setup. Said this multiple times for that one. But yeah, we're going to see what these next candlesticks are looking like. I want to see if we can hit some more TPs. I'm going to go back to SPX. Yeah, but I do appreciate you letting me know about that. But that's personally just how I look at the news. I only care about the red and orange folder news for the most part. Because, yesterday, what was it? Well, that stuff doesn't count. Yesterday doesn't really count. Tuesday, we traded no, we didn't trade GBP pair. Did we trade a GBP pair on Tuesday? Let me see. What did we do on Tuesday? What did we trade on Tuesday? Yeah, so we traded GU on Tuesday, and it was a bank holiday. Well, that's not news, but And then what else did we trade? We traded US30. We entered US30. What time did we enter US30? Let's see. We entered US30 before the news, and it wasn't until because we were in drawdown all London session when we went for this US30 trade, and it wasn't until 30 minutes before the news that price decided to dump. And then when the news started, prices continued to dump. And we went for a sell in US30 on Tuesday. And then we went for Euro JPY, but that news was irrelevant. But yeah. So new 15 did just start. So we're going to see if it's going to continue to try to pump down. But like I said, if you're happy with your profits or you don't, if you're not comfortable with the retracements or anything like that, you don't have to hold to every TP, because there's been plenty of times where every TP has not gotten hit. All right. So far this week, every TP's gotten hit, but it doesn't happen all the time. Like last week, there was plenty of times last week where we only hit a few TPs. If I can scroll up to try to find it. I'll find an example. Let's see. So this one, you see only TP3 got hit for GJ. Euro AUD, all TPs got hit. Only TP4 got hit for GBPJPY this day. Euro USD, only TP1 got hit this day. So there are some trades where only a few TPs get hit. And then this was another day. Only TP1 got hit for this trade. TP1 only got hit for this trade. Then these trades, all TPs got hit. All TPs got hit for this trade. So not every day is all every TP going to get hit. So do keep that in mind. So I like how AJ is looking, but it rejected this level again. Like you literally see how it broke through this level and it rejected and closed right back above this level, but it's breaking back down, which is a good sign. But I just wanted to zoom in and show y'all like just how price reacts to these lines I put on my screen. So NU did a retest and now it's trying to pump down and hit that next TP. New Zealand's doing the same thing. Let's go back to SPX and see what that's up to. So SPX is doing its own thing for now, which is fine. It has to do some retracements. It did do a nice dump yesterday. AJ, again, like this is how many candlesticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candlesticks reacting to this level. Can't take incidents. Then we also see price doing the same thing here. This was a whole 2 days ago, treating this level as resistance. It's currently being treated as a support. 2 days ago, it's being treated as resistance. All right, screen, I was about to say. And we're 1 pip away from hitting TP2 on NU. So let's see if we can hit it. Let's see what New Zealand CAD's up to. Same thing, these are both dumping, doing nice. Only one that rejected after hitting 2 TPs. Well, look, it's pushing back up. So I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Yeah, so y'all should be blue on every trade right now. Y'all should be blue on every trade. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. And then I don't know if you're still in here, Jay, but another thing, this is just a tip. This is a free tip for y'all. All right. I'm gonna say it. I want y'all to pay attention to this because with these levels, right? You see how I have plenty of videos. Like first of all, let me go ahead and link this video for y'all. All right, this is just price is never just randomly doing stuff. Okay, everything price does, every candlestick you see, there's a reason why price is doing it, and there's a good explanation to why price is doing what it's doing. Okay, so when we see a wick like this, we just went over this wick. We know why price rejected when it hit that level. Just clearly looking to the left, we can see why. Same thing with AJ. We understand why price is struggling to break this wall right here. Okay. But while I'm looking for, let's just stick on this right now. So let me find this video. It'll probably be easier to find it on my phone. So I'm going to pull it up on my phone. So let me find this real quick before I hop off. Yeah, so if y'all got any questions, make sure to comment them because I'm going to hop off in a second, probably after the next 15. And we're 5 subscribers away from 300 subscribers, y'all. All right, so if you're in the live stream right now, make sure to hit that sub button. If y'all learned something, y'all made some money off these trades, or you're seeing the charts in a different way, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. We got 600 people in here. I know it's not 600 people watching right now, but come on, we almost got half of y'all subscribed, so I do appreciate that. That's a pretty good conversion rate, if I do say so myself. 50%, 40%, it's not bad. but these pairs are trying to pump. I'm supposed to be sending y'all a link, but I'm getting sidetracked. Euro New Zealand's pumping as well. I'm literally looking at 2 screens right now, 3 if you count my phone screen. But let me send this video, link this video to y'all if I can find it. And this is the power of these levels and these zones. This is why you should back test, because my members know a little bit of, well, the people that have been for a minute. I haven't said this story in a while, but the members that have been here for a few months or since the beginning, they kind of understand. But you know, like I used to, I've been through it all. I've been through the IMLs. I've been through like a bunch of different things. Never purchased a course though, but I've been with a bunch of different groups. And some groups I was losing money. They weren't teaching me stuff. Of course, there was those scammers and stuff in the other groups. I could tell that they were intentionally withholding information. They're just giving us half information or just enough. You know what I mean? Like I remember there's this one dude I was under, and he made it very clear to me one day that he did not want to see us. He wanted us to literally depend on him. He was not trying to give us all the information that we needed. And once I started peeping that, I left the groups. Coach, I was losing a lot of money. And then it was at a certain point where I failed a funded account. I don't know. I remember I failed so many funded accounts. I remember I was like, every week I was violating and failing a funded account. I wasted so much money. And you don't even understand. I wasted so much money back in the day just doing dumb shit. But it was at a point where I was like, okay, enough's enough. We just hit another TP. So let me not get sidetracked. But it was at a point where I was like, enough's enough, bro. Like I withdrew all my funds. I was like, I'm not entering any other trades or putting any more money into the markets until I figure this out. Because I saw people making money, so I knew it was possible. So I was like, if I'm losing this money, I can make the same amount of money. I'm just doing things wrong. I'm entering the wrong position. I'm entering late. I'm rushing trades, whatever the case may be. I am doing something wrong. So I need to figure out what I am doing wrong. So literally for months, I'm not telling y'all to go no life mode, but I went no life mode. I'm talking about for months. All I did was just look at the charts. Like this was my TV. I didn't watch any anime. I stopped playing video games. I like literally, if I wasn't sleeping, I was on the charts on YouTube trying to find stuff, everything. And then eventually I was going on every time frame, looking at like all the different time frames, looking at how how the price was structured on how the candlesticks were structured in different time frames, how they look different, how they look similar. And then eventually I started to notice some things. And then I started to notice the same things on different pairs and different time frames. And then day after day, I saw price doing the same stuff. And then I made a demo account, started practicing the strategy. And then after a couple months, again, I want to stress this. I practiced the strategy for months before I put my money in the markets. But after I saw that was consistently accurate, that's when I started trading with put my money back in my account. TPs are getting hit, by the way. Letting y'all know. So TPs got hit for all of these. So we're making money while I'm talking, but that's why I'm shifting this stuff. I'm doing like a couple things at the same time. But yeah, so I literally practiced the strategy for months on a demo before I put live money into my personal account. And then it's just been it from there. I started the playbook. We hit another TP. We're just hitting TPs left and right. So we're making some money, y'all. Make sure that like button. I started the playbook because like a lot of people in here, y'all see people making money in the markets. You're trying to do the same thing. But a lot of people gatekeep a lot of stuff. It's really a crab in the bucket mentality with a lot of traders, which doesn't make sense to me. Well, it does make sense because a lot of these people doing what they make you think they're doing. They're overcharging for a lot of their courses, their classes, their signals, because they're making most of their money off of y'all. You get what I'm saying? They're making most of your money off of y'all, and that they're putting these huge lot sizes to catch these baby amount of pips. Because you never see YouTube videos about people talking about how I caught X amount of pips. It's always how I made X amount of dollars. That's not going to help anyone, because you're not going to make X amount of dollars unless you risk, if you put X, whatever lot size they put, and then you're also risking what they're risking. If you're not doing that, you're not going to make what they're making. So it's very disingenuous what a lot of people are doing, but that's how they sell their dream. But again, I used to be like that. A lot of people knew it was possible, didn't know where to start, didn't know what to look for, didn't know how the candlesticks worked. So that's really why I started this, because there's plenty of money for everybody in the markets. There's no reason to gatekeep like a lot of these people are doing. There's no reason to hide this information. I mean, we're all catching pips at the same time. We're all making money at the same time. My screen's still blue. Is your screen still blue? You know what I'm saying? So there's like no reason to hide this stuff. And we're just hitting TPs after TPs, y'all. So we're making some money. Make sure to hit that like button. I know that was kind of like a weird ramble, because I'm typing. I don't know about y'all, but like I can't, if I'm talking while typing, I'm gonna end up typing when I'm speaking. I don't know if anybody else does that shit, but like I can't text and type at the same, I can't talk and type at the same time. I'm gonna end up confusing myself. So TP3 just got hit for New Zealand CAD. Yeah, so we're making some money, y'all. Price is dumping right now. I totally forgot about AJ. Perfect timing. So we might enter this the next candlestick. Yeah, we might enter this the next candlestick. We just hit another TP for New Zealand USD. So now we need to put it at 6,300. Euro New Zealand. I think we just hit another TP for Euro New Zealand. Let me pull up my broker and see. And speaking of which, I'm supposed to be sending y'all a link on the YouTube. I got sidetracked. I'm gonna send that link in a second. We'll be at 68.71. TP5. All right, cool. Cool. So we might enter AJ this next candlestick, because it looks like it is ready to finish the drop for us. So we might enter that in a second. Yes, we might enter this. You want to see how this works. So while that's retesting, I'm gonna look on the charts. And I'm about to send this video out that I was talking about. If I can find it. Here it is. All right, and this one's titled Why Backtesting is So Important. And in this video, you're going to see that price. Nothing's a coincidence on the charts. A lot of things aren't coincidences in life, but especially on these charts. Like I said, nothing random's going on. Everything's happening for a reason. In this video, I go over a currency pair that's literally been doing the same thing since the 90s. Like literally has been doing the same thing, repeating itself since the 90s. Can't tell me that's a coincidence. So make sure to check that video out. We're about to hop off the live in a second. Just want to check a couple pairs real quick. Yeah, so this is retracing. We could go for a buy on this, but I personally just going to wait for the next sell setup because price is bearish. So if everything's showing me sell, I'm gonna look for sells. Now, granted, you can kind of scalp, especially easy on indices, but I personally like to go for the big move. So I'll just wait for that. Yeah, so keep an eye on your charts. Price is attempting to still try to push down on the New Zealand pairs, but we do have some strong walls coming up, so do keep that in mind. Euro New Zealand, same thing. It's going to try to stack on top of this level of price and continue to push up. It is on top of this level of traffic here. Members know what the levels of traffic means and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're about to hop off here in a second. Was going to enter AJ. I mean, we still might enter it. It's doing a retest, but I'm going to wait to see if it's going to respect that as a resistance level before we jump in. But do not be surprised if I call this. Now, will this be a free play or not? Depends, because we entered 3 trades. 2 of them I put into free Telegram. 1 that was strictly members. I like to try to even them out. So this may or may not be a members play if I do enter it or not. But click the front description to find out if we do enter or not. And let me delete this because this was from the one-on-one session I had yesterday. So let me delete this stuff. But again, you can even see here, these lines I put on my screen. You literally see our price tapped it, literally tapped it and then rejected it, came right back underneath this level. Not a coincidence. Then you see prices currently respecting this level, not a coincidence. You can see with AJ, this was a little bit. It's retesting it now. So we're still going to wait to see if it will try to push down. We got some retests going on with the New Zealand pairs, but we can see they are attempting to continue to push down. Euro New Zealand is still going to be trying to attempt to push up. But again, keep on your charts. Multiple TPs have been hit for every trade we're in. Nobody's screen should be turning red. Now, when TP 1 or 2 gets hit, cool, that's a little exception. But after TP 3, nobody's screen should be turning red, especially if you don't know what you're looking at on the charts, or if you don't know for sure price is going to keep pushing up. Because again, we don't gamble over here. Everything we do is calculated risk, and we take high probability trades off of high probability setups. All right. And so we see New Zealand cash trying to push up, and U is reacting to this level right here. Yeah, so we're about to hop off. We're about to hop off this live. I'm about to go do my workout. My price is doing this thing. Yeah, but got some more content posting on TikTok and Instagram later today. I'm going to take some time to record another YouTube video for y'all. I did just record a video yesterday. I'm going to drop that in the link as well. Make sure to check those videos out. Make sure to like, make sure to comment on them. Things like that. Now, the Advanced Play Signal Room and one-on-one mentorships are currently on sale. Links in the description for all of that. Or you can, it's also in my Instagram description. Again, Playmaker_way, same spelling as the YouTube. But Playmaker is one word, that's _way. Everything's on sale. Everything's 50% off. All right. Advanced Play Signal Room. It comes with 1, you can notify every trade I enter. 2, we have weekly Zoom calls. We just had one on Tuesday. We're going to have another one. What's today? Thursday. So we're going to have another one tonight. But we usually have 2 to 3 per week. And then also during the news, red folder news, at least once or twice during the week, if there's red folder news, we'll do some New York session streams just to see how the markets get affected by the news and possibly enter some trades. Then also we have a group chat with all the other members and students. So if you're interested in that, make sure to hit that link and check it out. Or if you have any questions about that, you can hit me up on Instagram directly. Or if you join the free Telegram, just click right here. You can hit me up here on Telegram. All right, the one-on-one session package comes with the Advanced Play Signal Room. But on top of that, you get 2 one-on-one sessions per week. Those one-on-one sessions are recorded and sent to you right after, same day. But you get access to the advanced place trading room. So everything else I listed, you get access to that as well. But then you also get 2 1-on-1 sessions per week. So that's literally 2, 4, 6, 8 a month. They're an hour long, and they're all recorded and sent to you. And those are yours to keep forever. So a pretty good investment. Everything's on sale right now. It's going to be on sale until New Year's. Will I do a New Year's sale? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But for now, everything's 50% off until when's New Year's? New Year's is on Sunday, I believe. So until Monday, I'll say. It'll probably be until Monday. But yeah, I'm about to hop off on these charts. And then of course, oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. You also get right before New York price watch list for potential setups going into New York, and then we also go over the trades we're currently in, giving you updates on those, key levels to look out for, key levels where it could potentially hit, or key levels where we can see potentially harsh rejections, all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. And this did just break that level, so price probably is going to retrace some, but it's all good. We're just going to stay out of that. I'm going to let that do its thing for now. Yeah, but that's it. Everything else we're just going to be chilling out on. Only thing else I can see possibly entering is AJ, but that's going to be a couple candlesticks from now. Zealand cash is dumping, putting in work. Zealand USD is reacting to what gold and other USD pairs are doing, and it's also right above this wall of traffic right here. So it makes sense why it's doing that. But it's going to be interesting to see what the next 5 minute, next 15 is going to do for Euro New Zealand, because it's kind of been just chilling here. It is trying, but again, it's kind of in between two strong levels of traffic, and it's kind of in the middle of a level of traffic we can see right here. But yeah, I'm about to hop off, y'all. I'll see you on tomorrow's stream, same time, 3 a.m. EST. And we are out.